To the sport that he loves, to something his passion has always been, so his dream come true.
Congratulations to the whole family, you guys. Janai, best of luck on your next step.
Thank you.
Come to me.
Monica, thank you so very much. This next pick, the 36th pick, we have some news about, so I want to bring back in our senior insider, Shams Charania.
Malika, we do have news, if I can fix my mic here. The Lakers are acquiring the number 36 pick in this NBA draft, so they have moved up. This pick is not Brooklyn's, it's not anyone else's, it's the Lakers pick, and it's going to be for the 45 pick, and the player that they're targeting right now is Adou Thiero out of Arkansas at 36 here for the Lakers.
All right, so this pick has been on the move a couple of times, from Brooklyn to the Wolves and now to the Los Angeles Lakers here, Bobby Marks.
Yeah, they are certainly going to need some wing help here. We're going to see what happens as far as what happens with Dorian Finney-Smith, who's got a player option. The big priority, of course, when we get into the offseason is the center position. How they go about addressing the center position. Rob Pelinka, their general manager, was out front, said we need to fix that. They tried to do it at the deadline with Mark Williams. That trade was rescinded. Priority for center, but they'll get a really good wing right here.
Well, the pick is in, so let's send it back to the podium, and Deputy Commissioner Mark Tatum here. Again, this pick is headed to the Los Angeles Lakers.
With the 36th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Adou Thiero from the University of Arkansas.
I love this, that we get to see the moment that the call comes in. Adou led Arkansas in points and rebounds and steals, and this is a family of hoopers. His father played college ball under John Calipari for 4 seasons at Memphis before a series of health issues and injuries caused his playing career to be cut short. But his mom also played at Oklahoma City University and was drafted by the Washington Mystics in the W. So a lot of experience here. So this is a moment for the entire family. His sister, the first female player to dunk in Pennsylvania, a whole family affair. He says he's modeled his game after Derrick Rose when he was a kid. He played his freshman and sophomore seasons for Kentucky before going to Arkansas. And our Jonathan Gavoni calls him maybe the best dunker in this class alongside the number 3 pick, BJ Edgecombe.
Well, the one thing about Adou Thiero is he plays hard, man. He's got a 7-foot wingspan. He's long, he's athletic, he's very physical, and he's gotten stronger. He started his career at Kentucky, transferred to Arkansas when John Calipari took the Razorback job, but he's an excellent driver. He cuts hard, but he's got a motor. Really physical defender. He was the only Southeastern Conference player to average over 15 points, just under 6 rebounds, and over 1.5 steals. A little bit of a limited shooter, only 29% on jump shots, but
we do know that there is a very, very high bar, though, that the Minnesota Timberwolves are trying to eclipse, because more coach speak, but I liked it. Chris Finch, he challenged his guys. He said, prove that this wasn't a fluke. Prove making it to the Western Conference Finals wasn't a fluke, and do it again. Indiana, the same thing. Prove that making it to the Eastern Conference Finals wasn't a fluke. Minnesota did that with a very good team, and it's an expensive team that they made a lot of moves for, but now the bar is set. They have to be able to climb higher.
In all honesty, in today's day and age, with the second apron, if you're able to be competitive for the title for 3 years in a row, you really, really accomplish something. It's very hard.
I think we should pause for 1 second, whatever we want to call it. Second apron, iron apron, your mama's apron, whatever it is. Can you just explain it one more time?
Yeah, it's a threshold that you can exceed if you want to bring back your own free agents, but you can't exceed it if you're going to go out and sign free agents or go out and make trades. And it makes you got to like your roster. That's the biggest thing. And you can get around the second apron if you have draft picks. That's how you can kind of make the dance.
How much does Minnesota like this roster? Because I thought they did, and then you start hearing things about maybe they were a team that was interested in someone like Kevin Durant.
Well, they were. They were interested in Kevin Durant at the trade deadline. They were interested in Kevin Durant 2 weeks ago. They didn't make that trade at the trade deadline because they and the Suns were in the second apron, and ultimately they couldn't make it work. They didn't do it 2 weeks ago because Durant didn't want to go there. But it has worked out for them the way that they didn't make that deal.
I'm going to get a jar. We're going to put $1 bill in it anytime someone says second apron. All right, the pick is in. This one headed to Minnesota.
We have another trade to announce. As part of a deal to be finalized later, the Golden State Warriors are trading to the Phoenix Suns the draft rights to Kobe Bryant, the 41st pick. With the 45th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Chicago Bulls select Rocco Zegarski from Sunshine Coast, Australia, the NBA Global Academy in Australia, and Brisbane Bullets of the NBL.
Rocco Sikorsky was once, Jonathan, the youngest player in the NBL's Next Stars program history.
Malika, he's still pretty young. He's only 18 years old. NBA Global Academy product. He has incredible size at 7'4" with a 9'7" standing reach. He can practically dunk without jumping, which also gives him significant potential on the defensive end. He's shown some flashes of stretch potential. He'll need to improve his ability to cover ground in space, make quicker decisions, but he's going to be the third tallest player in the NBA after Zach Edey and Victor Wembanyama.
Third tallest player in the NBA, standing at 7'3". What you're seeing here, it's not just a handshake, it's not just the hat, it's the culmination of years of sacrifice and belief stitched together, dreams coming to fruition tonight.
Pre-draft interviews, and you felt very strongly about your ability to make an impact on the defensive end. What gives you the confidence on that side of the ball?
I just feel like I impact the game at that end of the floor better than anybody in the country, so I just can't wait to show that at the NBA level.
You've had a very business-like approach, and even now. Let's talk to me a little bit about the emotions of achieving this dream and the opportunity now to begin an NBA career.
Man, this journey was a marathon, you know. 5 years in college. I just thank my family, my coaches, just everybody who's been a part of this. I thank God. This is crazy. This is my dream. So
Congratulations, Micah.
thank you.
Monica, thank you. Micah, congratulations. Now joining us here on the NBA Draft broadcast is the third pick from last night's draft. VJ Edgecombe of the Philadelphia 76ers. We don't even need to call him the third pick now. He's just of the 76ers. He has touched down in Philadelphia and has been kind enough to make a little bit of time for us. VJ, thank you so much for stopping by. We really appreciate it. Last night, you were so overcome with emotion. It was really touching, especially there was a moment you were talking to our friend Taylor Rooks, and you were looking back at everything your mother had sacrificed in order to put you on this stage. And you said you couldn't process it then, but 24 hours later, sitting in Philadelphia finally, how does it feel and what has this been like?
It feels great. I ain't get to meet the staff yet. I'll go there tomorrow, but actually I'm still lost for words. This feels like a dream right now. I can't even tell you. I'm still lost for words. It still feels surreal.
BJ, we spend all our time describing you and how you play and the type of player you are. So describe yourself for us. What do you bring to Philly and what maybe you need to work on?
Yeah, I'm a two-way player. I can impact the game anyway. I feel like if I'm not scoring, I still can impact the game. But Philly's getting something that's going to play their heart out on every given night. Just going out there to play hard, be bought into what Coach Nurse has going on over there, fitting around my players, my teammates. You know, we have Embiid, who's MVP of the league, Tyrese, who's an all-star, PG, who's an all-star, and a runner-up, of course. So now I'm ready to get there and work.
VJ, last night your mom kept saying, we came from nothing, we came from nothing. How do you think having that humble beginning will help you as you go forth in the NBA?